All praises honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. It's the balance of person and elders agreements and well officials of person and truth. And this salutation, so the act of pushing the word in on truth, and then saying day in and day out, and constantly in season and season, and say, Shalom. That's how you know, so the prophets have no one of the things I want to touch upon, because with all the things that are going on right now, right? You see the wars, you see the presidencies, you see the diseases, you see the earthquakes, you see the upwards of the people, and all these things that I see going on. One of the things people are talking about is how these rich people prepare for something to come. Right? Right now I was watching videos where they literally dig underneath certain cities and so forth. They have like a city underground, literally tunnels with beaches, with water running. You understand? Full things because they prepare. They have their bunkers, they have their bunkers, the silos, you know, where it is to stop them with food. Because again, the rich know where it is coming to this place. I come on, these tutors outside there, these sheikhs outside there, all I'm studying about is carnival, a fete, a line, a party. When is it next? Which part is the next abominable stuff people go and do? You understand? Now the rich with the money, they're preparing, but at the end, I want to touch upon that money not going to help in this time. You feel it in our people with you feel it in our millionaires caught up in what's going on in those wars right now that happening around the world, that they can't get out, that the money ain't benefit them no time. You understand? They can't take all the money to say what the hell going on. You know, when they had the money, we like to say they were flex. When you have money, you call it flex up because why? When you have the money, you can do anything that you want. You understand? They can flex. You feel that they don't have the money, you know, you feel that they want to think like, hey, I'll give you $1 million and spare my life now. You know, leave me alone. At that time, nobody want to hear that. That money ain't going to profit you no time. And if they are that money, ain't going to profit you nothing. You understand? Good.
There's Proverbs 11, verse 4. He said, riches profit not in the day of wrath.
So the riches profit not in the day of wrath. That not going to benefit you. That not going to help you. Now, one of the things that the mindset of people is that they have to have money. That is why even in the New Year's, it's one of the traditions that some people do. Make sure you have money in the pocket for when the New Year comes. You understand? Now, all of that go back to paganism, idol worship, right? But let's show you how there's favor money, how to watch money. It's like having that money salvation for the life. That go back to Egyptology. You understand? Where in Egyptology you have to die with something in order to be saved, in their belief that you have to be saved. So if you don't have nothing, just know you ain't gonna make it in their belief. And that belief now spread towards the whole world. Had them thinking that money is going to benefit them, that money going to help them. You understand? That's all I'm finished. Yeah, that's
Proverbs 11, verse 4. He said, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death.
So it tell you what? It tell you what? It says righteousness delivereth. You understand? Because that is what going to help you through the time. The scripture says wisdom and knowledge shall be your stability in time. Not money, because one time you're going to know money going to be worthless in the wrath to come. Anytime of destruction, you ever hear somebody say, hold out 20,000. No. You know what they're asking for? Water, food, you know, they're asking for something, medicine, and that money come worthless. When it's time for a man to feed his family, and he comes to break in your house, you feel like a bribe him, you feel like a tell him hold out 20,000 when what? Things get digital. When he know he can't go into the city because there's other people hunting and so forth, you feel like a bribe in that time around, you feel like a bribe somebody. You feel like take that money anytime and tell the Lord, here going on. I got $1 million here, I'm paying for my spot in the kingdom. You feel like you can do that? You can't. You can't. Scripture don't tell us what is going to deliver your righteousness. Being righteous.
When this case collapse, when the economy collapse, you know, your money going to sell you food. You look at the store that you sell.
Yeah.
So that money ain't going to you. That's worthless to he. But he going to take a week to do that. Can't do nothing with that.
Can't do nothing at all. You see, there's even straight in the movies that for what is going on in time around, straight in the movies, you saw have a good depiction of what it is that's happening. You saw movies that show a good depiction of how the place going to be. When these people break in your house and you see with money, what they do, they slap away the money. You understand? Because they know it in that time it become worthless. One man comes to a man tell he wouldn't have, he won't spare no one. You understand? Your child, your wife, whoever, you feel you can give him a 20,000 to make him leave? Nah. And in that time, the spirit going to raise in certain people, the spirit going to activate. Some of these people who you see come up on the streets in that particular day, they're going to turn hardcore demons. You understand? They're schooling in that rat or school, that spirit in them, the Lord will activate them in that day. You can't bribe them at that time. Yeah. But let's say one thing, and that is scripture says, we went to that precept, he said they would regard the kings and princes. You won't care about what you have. Or who he is.
That was like a problem in Venezuela.
Yeah.
Places like Venezuela, I think that people Bolívares.
Yeah.
Right now, in certain things is useless. Nowadays, I use the US dollar to be able to buy things.
Literally. Now I figured out when that happened on the streets of Venezuela, right? It was just money. People was using the dollars to like 500. You know?
This is Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of Yahweh.
Yeah, so the silver and the gold are going to deliver you in that day. You know? Because that belief, you see, you understand, the way how a man thinks is all about, it's how he was taught. And plenty of them was taught the wrong thing. Plenty of them was taught beliefs and a belief system that was from a pagan God. That system where they have that they believe money could help them, actually that basically, when they go and look at it, it comes straight back from Egypt. You understand? Having that money, they believe it. That is why there's buried the mummies and so forth with what? The prized possessions. Because they know that the money is what going to get them into they believe money is what going to get them into their kingdom. But when it comes to the true living God, that it don't work so. Till they work with this righteousness. That money that all they're talking about, they have on all they're thinking. You know what happened? Matter of fact, what happened right now in Australia, like on that part of the world, banks closing down. You literally have to leave. If you live in an area, you have to leave that spot to go to one of the main branches, right? And when they go now to that main branch, you know what they're telling you? You have to follow whatever it is, whatever stipulations they pay. Now it's becoming what? If you don't know what's going on in Australia, Australia's already what? Half what digital. You understand? So no, that is the reason why. The 40 people when they need all the money, all they have to get us. And this will show you that what? That money ain't going to help you at the phone. Not going to help you. Not going to benefit you. You understand? Well,
They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. When you look at it, you're right, he said, proceeding to that time, that is right up almost upon us. Gold, silver, all the precious jewelry, things that you treasure so much, you labor so much for, you betray friends, family, you betray Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. These things are going to count for nothing. Because like you rightfully said, in that time where food is scarce and a man, a perpetrator decides to come in your house, you can't offer him no jewels, what around you? Two things he coming to do, coming to take your food and coming to ravage you with. And that, all these women who walk around cutting style, who figure they is the cream of the crop, at that time, they'll be trading the vagina for cannabis. That's how serious it is.
Even with in that time, they realized something that the men, they don't understand, in that time, the time I rat was everybody for themselves. People fail to realize that. You see, because what is going on is that, especially people in the westernized mindset, it's how people lost in the soul. You understand? That westernized mindset has happened so destroyed. It's that they believe nothing will come to them, right? And they believe that when something do come to them, the American people will come and save them. You understand? That hey, when the tables turn for what we're on in Palestine, we're on these places, when the tables turn to all it, we feel all that even while they over food. Some of these people across there, they even though they're following their God, right? They just still go through days of what? Fasting in their belief, right? So they know, but you really feel Jake women who live in America here, you know, the Jake men who live in here in America, you feel them to go through the things they're going through.
And then belly growl they eating something.
You understand? Yeah. And it's so easily accessible. Here, why? That's how they go on the phone, type in here, DoorDash, Uber Eats, you understand? Or order KFC, and it comes straight to them. That is why, where's one on Jake man, Charles? Go get the money. You understand? That's one of the things because they believe the basis of what it is to be righteous, they think is money. Their goal is money. You understand? Or I should say one of their goals. You understand? Because there are many.
So right now, that's the dependency too. When you make some money, you depend. It's kind of like when you take a beast on the field, you depend on it. You put it back in the field, you can't survive.
Yeah.
You understand? Because you don't adapt to somebody having to feed the right shoe, you got to catch his own food, and then how to go actually go revert back to that.
And I'm ask something the way I also say, like what you say, Esau made a dependent. You remember, what people fail to realize, Esau literally tell them themselves. When Esau talking about psychological stuff, that everything for them is psyche, right? They already did, in the earlier days, they already did so much of studies. They know how to program people, how to train people to do certain things. They understand, they already have all the trap that they want to have all in. You don't believe, I said on yesterday, listen what I tell them here, what going on with Palestine, how they cut off the internet and electricity, right? I said, what going on be the big diversion, right? What going to be the big diversion to let people forget what's going on here and turn to something else? Boom, and they say, like, you know, later on in the evening, this man from Friends there. You know my friends, the show?
Yeah.
Chandler. I said, what's your life is there? I said, just imagine that. I said, just like that. I just you know some diversion come because the information about them, Palestine getting no water, no food, things, it causes too much output. Something they're going to do to make people throw it out. Boom.
I see a friend of mine who's
boom. What about sudden? Boom. You know? Well, Jake.
This is Zephaniah chapter 1, reading from verse 14 to verse 18. The great day of Yahweh is near. It is near and hasted greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation.
Remember, the two words they say, a day of wasteness and distress. You understand? That sounds like anything nice to you. That sounds like at that time you could bring forth money and you could go help yourself. That time sound like you could run to the bank and cash out. You know it's mean wasteness and death? Time of death. Waiting towards say that time of extermination.
He's what the Lord will bring. Because the scripture says, "We shall a trumpet be blown in the city."
And they have not done
And
it.
the people be not afraid, shall there be evil done in the city. And they know the Lord will bring judgment. Right?
A day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds with thick darkness, a day of the trumpet, an alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers.
You say after the alarm against. You understand? It's not the alarm
Four is alarm against. Right.
And I will bring distress upon men.
You bring what?
Distress upon men.
So when you bring distress, ask yourself, could that money benefit you in that day? Could those riches save you? It can. It can. Because you know it's distress, it's putting a man out of his ordinary, out of his comfort zone. That's what the Lord telling him. He's going to bring distress. And that's the next thing too, when you go back to like we talk about. That's what Christianity just teaches is that in that day, before these things come, they're going to teach you rapture. And then when they do come, you can pray and can make these things go. No. That's not going to happen. Ask your pastor in that day, wait till he going to do the tithes money he's picking up right now.
And it's going up.
Oh, why it is he just taking money and spending so much fast? Why he does it? Why?
Some physical assets.
Yeah, putting physical is liquidated. You understand?
They didn't teach you how Esau they do things because they know when they watch a apocalyptic time, they see people with money eventually get raided. Esau make sure and build not only bunkers, but also some technology with circulating around it. So even if you try to invade, you might see an automatic shotgun just come up and just bust through in your chest. You understand?
And now
sliding doors, the seal off.
But the mini bunker so good now is watching some videos like the mini bunker so good. you technically gonna be driving a person. You don't even know the places that you think you gonna think that it might be deep woods. It might be deep woods or deep thing, you know? And it right there. You know? It's like I was watching that thing, I'm literally show you how they have like full like dry trees underneath the ground.
What's that dreadlocks guy?
Yeah. Nah, it wasn't the dreadlocks guy. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
But this one's a different one. He's straight cities driving through.
And it's like a maze to say.
Yes.
You can't just go down there and figure you will find like a maze. And they say it has access points to these tunnels through various government buildings. So when shit hit the fans, the so-called officials, hey, them.
The White House.
Yeah.
The White House have underneath it. They just go underneath once in time like attacks and so forth, they send them straight down and lock it off. So for them that they believe is going to look up that contingency plan that the White House have. Watch out, bunkers so serious, right? It's that a man built a 3-story bunker underneath the ground. So if you do so, it's a 3-story. If it goes so, it's a 3-story. If you flip it upside like the normal part of the world, it's 3-story. Flip it underneath 3-story. Eat it underneath, stock of food. This is that. Food that can't spoil. This is that. One of the things he say, as you and my dad do a video on it, one of the things he say is that he say at any time something happen, and this is what he telling the reporter. He say at any time something happen, which something going to happen, right? Say I say my family say
House structure, you can access that.
Yes.
So now the common man house you can break.
yeah. And go back in technology. Right now they have robots. These people that have these kind of money building bunkers, who you feel going and fight? You feel this normal man coming and fight here. Come and fight here.
With technology, you still have, the things, we see that, like the radius, where the bomb could reach, how far it penetrates under the earth, He really doing their bunkers to suit that blast. But when he ain't prepared, how to escape from these men that come in there.
The hunters.
Yeah. He's going to escape from them. So the blast can reach a certain depth. The radiation can, so he saved it.
And you don't play it like that because he don't want him to die.
You remember, I don't remember Resident Evil, the last part. Not the new one, but not the new one. Not the one I'm talking about from the movie, right? In the end of it, how you feel everything starts. It was some Edomites do it. They actually bring for the virus, and you know what they went? They lock up themselves on that thing. And when she comes, she actually, remember she's a clone. She watching, she all her version of herself, not knowing when the person tell her, all this was already programmed to happen. They just want to, what they do was a reset. And when they reset now, they would just come back out and come to the immediate time.
It had another important part in the movie when the scientist responsible for the virus, he said mankind is approaching extinction. We could either sit back and let it happen, or we could control it. So they come up with this virus to eliminate a certain percentage of the population, and after they eliminate that percentage, they go repopulate back the earth. But at that time, it was an age where they had the technology.
But that way you said it, when you do watch it ending up, it was already, that piece you say, it already programmed. They had already bring forth everything. And but in the last piece, see if I get a clip for and send it to you. That last piece, when she bounced on the bunker, that there was like only rich people wasn't, because there was, hibernating, about it, and she bounced up only the elites. In the cryogenic, them chambers and so forth. Once again, something and said, shoot them.
And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against their power, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung.
And see, sin, because the sin against the Lord, these things come. Now I tell you, what one and say, every day, at a righteousness. What righteousness means you want to stop sin. You understand? Stop sin. That go back like we also done in the car. Actually, people don't worship the Lord. They just want the Lord to worship them. You understand? When they say worshiping the Lord, they do the things that they worship. You know, they worship Beyonce when she says something about thing and all of this, follow what Beyonce said, they worship it. But when it comes to the Lord, you know that all of a sudden, you know, the table stood.
You had to conform to it.
Yeah, he had to conform to all it. It make any sense? So that way Lord is. Because sin against me, these things will come onto all it.
One more thing, sir. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of Yahweh's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land.
Yes, we live all of them that dwell in the land. You understand? We feel what happened to all the people. Again, there's nothing nice coming all the way. And that money can't save all the way. That money can't buy all the way out there. You understand? Go feed. Hey, like when you watch, you can literally see Esau killing the paper dollar. It's a reason why they're giving so much of big buyouts and big payouts. The celebrity athletes getting 300 million and things. Why? Why? You understand? They want to see where they're actually training the dollar have the value of it that's decreasing. Yeah.
That's why they hit the debt ceiling.
Yeah.
And they're printing more money. Now people are supposed to ask why? What is the possible reason? Because the aim is to collapse this paper money system. When you flood the market with this money, that's supposed to be difficult, because that would just give it its value. How difficult it is to produce. When you flood the market with it, it loses its value there. So that is the hope, and that is what they're working towards right now. And based on what I see it, before probably by next month you could see the whole money system crash. If so far.
Biden already say he's going to give very much billions. Then he want to fund Ukraine again. Now he's going through a problem. Now the people protesting against him. Now, you know, I think the guys are kingdom up, you know?
Divided against
Afghanistan. You understand? Now, all these things are happening, but it's true. There are other people that are like, and then we don't remember bricks on it. You know?
It's Jeremiah 16 verse 16. It says, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. They say, and after will I send many hunters.
So you have a time to fish. You understand? Meaning that they try to fish and get into before, right? But then you go have a time for you understand? And these hunters, hey, remember later to send you a video.
Alright.
I will send you a video, remember the video? It's something called the rapture. And that particular thing, that one particular clip, it gives you a perfect description of that. When people told you they were going to get caught up, they get caught up. The chariot come and started zap them, start kill them. And as whoever went hiding into like on the ground there, they show you the hunters coming in the spirit form. And they actually kill it, taking them up.
Looks spooky.
Yeah. that one was ready, sir. I didn't have no phone talk, I'll show you that shit. But that, you see you there, that clip does always come to my mind.
I'm sure you saw no coming. You had the scroll, see the prophecy, doing the prophecy.
Yeah, I just say that you don't know what coming. What I call it, but I bring back up in the car when you talk about the space station, right? And even with space station and fight against what? China. But I don't know if you watch the technology that Esau created to fight against like beings. Like spiritual beings, and how they created certain things so they could see figures and so forth. If you go into that, you go see it. Why?
There are some that the ordinary people don't.
That'd be a good show.
Yeah,
that'd be a good show.
That'd be a good show, yeah. You understand? But anyways, you have something here? If you don't think, give a James hand. You finish this side?
You see, and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, and from every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks.
Out of the holes of the what? Why would I hunt them? Because they don't know that they're going to hide. Where feel the bunkers is? What this place they literally show here are men built like a city in a cave. You go and look at that. The kind of things they's been doing in caves and so forth or underground.
For example,
Oh, they're
like
not going to get away. Go ahead, go ahead.
sorry. I was gonna say another example is like it's called Area 51. Where they share or like a whole city literally underground chambers upon chambers, and they'll be doing all the little funny stuff down there. And I think I think Google Maps even had a controversy with them, like because Google Maps didn't know I think, or Google Earth or something, they could have been able to actually see it, and then they make them blanket off the whole area.
So Esau feel he's going to escape this judgment, and because say none shall go unpunished unto the grave. He feel that, he not to pay, he not to work double portion for he. Don't feel he exempt from slavery, that he had to go through it. But when scripture says in Revelation, these are the men that wouldn't kill with the plagues, who was in hiding. That'll come back and that'll multiply and go in the brick pits. Right? That'll go in the brick pits. That'll make some water with that cow. Who that Jake doing it back then?
You well believe you, Harari, that he can anger the God of the Bible.
Right, there's Amos 9 and verse 2. He said, though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them.
This is like this is sidetrack a little bit. Christianity, how you want to dig into hell? Bring on our scripture, any Christian, bring on our scripture. How do you want to dig into hell? If hell is hell, we know what you're talking about.
We got a spiritual place.
Yes, we got a
dig into
spiritual place and so forth. And how you want to dig into hell?
Right.
Matter of fact, how you going? If their doctrine is that hell is consumed by fire, how you want to start the dig in fire? You're going to burn. So we know what hell means. It's in a ditch.
Or what David saying if he makes you bed in hell.
Lower state. Hell was actually a place, you already know, hell when they take chill, right? Yeah. Places you burn filth in Rome. You understand? But they know with that now, how they make it into a whole doctrine. Now ask yourself, Christianity, how are they going to dig into hell? How these men going to dig into hell? If it's a place full of fire.
Right?
Nonetheless, where?
He said, though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. Right? Because he saw his space station out there. He had watch it. Because he know.
Yeah.
Right? You know?
And if I don't say hell cannot satellite.
Yeah, that's not satellite.
It's not satellite.
And they do,
It's balloons flying in the sky.
There's no hiding place from the Father creation. Right? Even David was talking about that in Psalms. Can get real quick, Psalm 139. Psalm 139 actually. 26, 27. Right?
Right. This is Psalms 139 and verse 7 and 8. Whether shall I go from thy spirit, or whether shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there.
If I make my bed in hell, the most I'm going to be there.
So wait, what in hell? You say if you go in hell, thou art so
Yeah.
God, am I making no sense?
The most I get, yeah, high. Right? And who the Lord going to use? He's going to use his men. The scripture says Israel is his battle axe. His weapons of war. But then he's going to destroy the nation. Even the hunter that going and carry out there.
Yeah.
You know, Esau feel that, the radiation to stop the elect. Stop the hunters them from going to the radiation, it will burn them up. No. Radiation ain't going to do them nothing. They want to create it from the elements.
For the sliding, but them have big like titanium doors and chairs, and they feel like going and block off somebody.
Actually, I think when it comes to like radiation and so forth, it's already have their stuff like to stop radiation from contaminating their body. They have a little idea. It's like to show you a little speck of that technology with this place that blew up in Ukraine, Chernobyl. There are some people that go there and stay for a certain time, right? But there are people that go and they get affected. No. It's years that happen. You really feel Esau create a technology for themselves to stay safe, for the elites to stay safe from that. They be real. Because they know that radiation don't they can become a man. I don't lick up. I don't know if you remember that old movie called Jericho. And I look back up that movie, let's show you America again, new. Big bomber, they got something bomber to America. And I was real small, but I watched about my great grandmother. small. And when it hit, see the big thing there. And when the fella come outside, this is how the movie ends. This is how the movie ends. When he bomb blow up, people they know already, but they're checking. When he come outside now, when he start come outside, and he come outside, he walks up, and the wife he gets up, he just see all in here, all the face here, so he just wipe it out. The radiation. That's how the movie ends. Something Jericho, I think the walls are Jericho or Jericho has been destroyed, but it's literally showing you America, they're new. That's how the movie ends. America, they're new. And then he just come out so and there's also. When he wipes so, you see here and he says his skin come out so.
That one fall just like Jericho.
Like I say, all of them movies are the same. Always something happens in America. You sure nowhere else.
And they're showing up, there's always showing America fall and there's never showing the cure they have it or they're going to come back. But they never notice it in the movie because that is how far it's so safe. But what they see after is that the elite, they know that there are bunkers, the space stations, but to them is that the elites coming back to come back right after the destruction. That's why they are the sea falls, you know, and all the seas in the world, the airport knocks, over the gold, then they have the area of ones that are places that they protect, hide. And we just talk about places that all they might know, what were the places that they never put out? You understand?
I think in one talks about the houses shall continue.
It's going to be forever. You understand?
Right now they're trying to duplicate the technology of the chariots and then
Yeah.
have a video since 1967 somewhere around. They're trying to duplicate that technology. Now we can only postulate how far they reach now, but still they will never be able to have it how the chariots of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, how they move in the sky, how they respond. Because I was fortunate to see how some of them fly and stop 1 minute and just change direction at an instant, appear here, just end up down. So you know that kind of thing. Esau never attained that level.
When the planes are hard, it's
Yeah.
field.
Even the men who see chariots flying into them, they said, oh, they could not comprehend the technology. They say what meant no. No, there was an interview with the fella who recently come out, the CIA, ex-CIA agent come out and say that our alien free, right? And so forth. He do an interview with Vlad. And Vlad asked my question. Vlad is a Jewish man, so you know he called them the spoke like they just feet because you know them think they hear. You understand? So we asked him and he asked him and he said, hey, I don't think them had that technology and so forth. And you think that, but he say, I'm tell you something. That's what he man tell him. He said, tell you something. He said, what all they see now is what we had since the 1900s. You understand? He said, what we showing all now, that is what we had back then. He said, we already know. He said, he tell him, man, America already duplicate sources. They can't make it like them, but they make fake sources that they already had since the 1900s. See what they see now is that is what they want. That's what they show you. They're just giving all of that. You understand? Yeah, that's why it's a pictures with the CIA agent have phone. That pictures with them have phone and things.
Yeah.
And phone didn't come out yet.
In black and white.
Right? So why? Because you tell them and say, hey, see you don't know what they have. You have an idea. You have an idea. But you say what it is what they see now them already. What they're giving all they know is old technology. And that's when they put it into consideration. If I'm an ex-agent telling you what they had was old technology, imagine what they had now.
You show the movies like G.I. Joe. I think G.I. Joe, I didn't see it. When they kind of disc and spin it, and you see what's moving about and recording and kind of like about 2 terabytes of memory and shit. They didn't have it like the robot dogs was making the other day to be able to attack people.
And them robot dogs actually, they're so advanced right now. I watch the next video with them, it's so advanced. You saw them moving like a pack.
That is the one to give here.
That's the one to give here.
Imagine the one to give here.
The apostle, the bar, I remember they do a lesson on it where they have a robot shooting and they put in the robot through certain simulation, somebody kick him in the back,
Yeah.
push him down, hit him some, and no matter where you do that robot, he always hitting everything on time. If you kick him, he roll, you back up shooting. And all the shots, if
100% accurate
I
shots.
think in that video too, I posted about it, say for all the jakes. He saw him on send all the family to come forward there. The next man going to mercy fair. The next man might show you a little until they run. These coming here, they ain't going to have no mercy. Them coming to fulfill the duty that was sent forth.
Just shoot it.
Like I said also, that's the video I was talking about. When he was man kicking the robots. Whenever he do something, you'll see you come in front of the robot and the robot will stop. And then when he move, it will continue. So like a program to not interfere with certain individuals. You know, like a pre-programmed.
And basically the robot trying to go around him to fire the shot at the target. So when they point a target at what people jakes, because remember, they have the DNA, so they can program that in the robot. I mean, that's just a possible scenario they could use.
Use database.
Yeah.
Database, face recognition, not only that, complexion, anything that looking recolor. All that, you understand?
Every means at their disposal, they employ it to destroy us.
We call it ethnic cleansing.
What is it? James. 5. Start from 1. Yeah, go on.
This is James chapter 5 and verse 1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you.
That's what I said. Go to know you rich man. You can't hold. You understand? So he said misery is going to come upon all this. Understand? He didn't say nothing else. He said misery is going to come upon all this. So, or they feel, or they're exempted because of their money. Or they feel that they're going to get out. That's what, like you see Rock and them coming and talking about donate and how they have donated. Some billionaires and some poor people to donate. You understand? All-time billionaires. You understand? We feel misery is not going to come upon these people. See, now they can flex. You feel it daddy, you feel all that strong, you feel strong. You feel you can get that body? Watch what I see, you know what I see, you know I'm correct mistake, you know, I'm despising right now. I'm correct mistake. That particular day, when he plays underneath torments, miseries, you feel Rock is going to play Superman like how he was playing in the movie. You feel you can hold a rock. Yeah. You feel you can hold a rope and slide on it and hit people like Superman and give me back. It's madness, that movie thing, but nonetheless, you feel in real life what is it? What's actually in the world, right? A hungry man as well. A hungry man. When I come on man can't get food, his son crying, wife, she crying, he hungry, all of them hungry. You feel that man any pity for anybody? You feel that man going and care who he is? Especially some of these men who know that they work for rich people and these rich people abuse them, rob them and so forth. Because people are still about scam, but they realize that money systems are scam.
This goes back to what I was saying before. You have people walking among us that appear to be normal. But when we have about Shemi or Shai, release them spirits for vengeance. You go see the ordinary common people who you think was just dopey and goofy and couldn't do nothing. You're seeing these people turn into bloodthirsty savages, literally bathing in your blood and rejoicing, killing your children, anything.
And that's the reason they can't man mad. When a man getting affected from each quarter, if he go and stay, good in his mind, like, he's going to get cuckoo.
You're making that white man. You're going to bring that distress, you know. And even when you look at the distress, it goes back to hell too. A condition. Right? And the Lord going to do, you know what, telling nation, you two our people, 2 days in your bash, I'm going to try judgment, I'm going to bring. Right? You're going to bring distress, torment.
People want to be there. People want to be there. You understand?
Say we can teach you one thing. You're not one of us. One of them. Because we're there to those who don't know that time.
Yeah, yeah.
will deliver us, is what will save us. Righteousness has become a mark. Righteousness have a mark.
No breaks.
Yeah, and on that day, you don't have that mark. You want to suffer the wrath of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
See, if you don't have marriage, it says spend not, spend on while child, whoever it is.
Young, old, fear none.
Because you not here. You know, the let seal.
See, yeah,
Yeah, that mark. Bye-bye.
You know, they like to say that Holocaust is the worst atrocity. But they didn't see atrocity yet. They didn't see worse.
and you didn't believe, even as that Holocaust could never been even worse. What about slavery? What about God to the natives? When they compare any two, you only believe somebody compare the two. This was when I come to the issue to him, and somebody did do a documentary and say the Holocaust can never be the most atrocity in the world. It can never be. So when you're watching numbers compared to what they do the natives numbers was higher, greater.
Wow.
Far greater. So if the numbers, but you see, the people that was there and take from it. So who? That's Gaza. Understand?
You know the idea, the ideology, the push that was the worst thing.
Yeah.
And I heard, you know, the people who believe in black people, they would say certain things that they could see, they could agree with because it's in scripture. And then it has certain things they would say that, you know, they bucked out. What the person was saying, the Holocaust was the greatest atrocity on film because they were able to film
To film the Holocaust.
Yeah, Holocaust.
Yeah.
He said, but the worst atrocity was not film, and that was our people, what we went through.
And they're not wrong. So again, go back to watching the numbers was far greater from what the Holocaust was.
$100 million was shit, and only about 10 million reached. So average, I think average about 90 million who actually died either on the way or whatever the case may be.
And the Holocaust numbers didn't even reach close to that.
No way close. But they said the average 6 million, and that would be real. We know they inflate that number because as the scripture said, as soon as they born, they go off speaking lies. So everything they do, they will always lie. So that is why Esau can never keep a covenant. He can't even keep a covenant with himself. That's how sick he is.
I'm study covenant.
So break every treaty.
Every treaty.
Every covenant break.
Even with his own people.
Scripture say that he that is evil to himself, who is going to be good too.
Yeah.
Saying your own children going to complain about ungodly father. Let's show look at this man and his own children.
Yeah, boy.
Complaining that he's wickedness.
That's because why they will hurt this. If I'm not hurt himself, right? Meaning I hear the own and be confident with that. Who's you?
Well, what the old saying we have? The most dangerous man is a man with nothing to lose.
Lose nothing.
When you check it, it's like Esau had nothing to lose. I mean, he don't know the judgment written. He had 1,000 years to serve and then annihilation. What he had to lose? And if Edomites, if the father put the spirit of Edomites to really start to believe that what we just said it, boy, then go in and start a war, walk around the place and just kill Jakes and Randall.
But guys would, and I wanted that guys would have prepared. Yeah, remember something. In that day, when things get buck wide, internet shut down. Guys, what people was, guys what even a common Jake was telling other Jake is that hey, although don't realize we're just coming, these people just waited for something to happen to target all here. Guys, what they waiting for? Wait, big war going on. What was the Khazars move across in the land? Hey, you see them, the black Israelites down at the borders, tell them move from there, we don't want them no more. Come on the land. Why they do that for? They say them cause the back end.
That's why the council saying that the greatest threat to Israel is the so-called black Americans. But we know the terminology. She's speaking about Jakes because who preaching the truth that they are the true Israelites, and that is our homeland.
Power, if we are no power. How we could be the threat to them if we have no power?
Because they know prophecy and Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is the greatest weapon on our side.
Remember, one of the greatest weapons is deception. Think about it. They already know people foolish, right? They know these people go believe anything they say. When you think about it, say something like say that we don't have power. But Jake will go and show, let's imagine, Jake will go and, not Jake, sorry, Esau will go and pop up a new thing. These men, how do they address the government? How? Or they have all the technology, you know how?
No weapons.
No weapons.
Yeah. All the money, everything.
We don't have no capability.
Nothing.
This is the book I teach here, the chapter 14. Read from verse 5. Say, he that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He that shall not, he shall not be pleasure in his goods. So a man has evil to himself, how he could be good? Oh!
This man paying fluoride in the water, we want people at the drink, chemistry in the air, we want people at the breathe.
What the Georgia guy? Yeah, so-called 10 commandments. It's maintained under 500 million. So that includes his second.
It says, there is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness. Right? Right? They say, and if he do it good, he do it unwillingly.
Just say never trust thy enemy. Though he come crouching and humbling himself.
Yeah.
You know, you saw that's where you saw you might come to help you to do something, but you have a gain behind it.
Always.
Right? Because I watched a documentary, went into North Africa, helping them build up a house, and we get them a Christmas tree. Before you don't create the Christmas tree. You know? He has something behind it.
One time.
Yeah. He ain't gonna do it. You see, he wasn't programmed to seek righteousness. He wasn't programmed for that.
And when you look at it, they like to use this word philanthropy. Like a big word among Esau. And if you notice and understand what philanthropy is, it's just a way to mask his real intention and his wickedness. Because look at Bill Gates. He's going into the various parts of Africa, pretending to be a big humanitarian. Oh.
You know YouTube is with the BG.
Salakia. But we know the guy was pushing this snake bite, going into the various parts in Africa and experimenting on the citizens, especially upon the children. And right now, there is a case going on where there were certain children who was part of a study that was headed by his foundation. A lot of them died, and those who didn't die, they have adverse reactions, and a lot of them maimed as a result of the so-called injections they received. So right now they're trying to gather those who were injured from these trials to try and see if they can go and sue the pharmaceutical for some money. But we know that ain't gonna amount to nothing.
Yeah, there's some small paper notes, if anything. Already and truly, you see most of the, when you look at plenty of these different diseases that started off in that region.
Yeah.
Even Ebola.
Always.
Ebola, they start off there too. Plenty of them start off wherever they just go and do the little proceedings.
And people that say it has started here because there's the poison, people know.
No.
Who's the strongest people on the earth? Genetically. The one who's superior to the so-called white man who can't take the sun. Those of us with melanin, Jakes, we are the superior. So they like to come into these places where, because they know we're scattered. They may not be able to physically identify, hey, use that Jake, use that Jake, use that Jake. No. But because of the systems they employ, they sweep a wide range. I could be fishing for carrot with a big ass net dragging through the sea. I ain't go catch carrot alone. I go catch lobster, I might catch some squid, kingfish, I will catch a whole lot of fish. But I know in that wide sweep net, I'm about to catch carrot. And that's how we operating. I may not be able to physically identify all of them, but based on the systems I employ, I know I could catch a lot of them.
That's in Sirach 19 verse 26. It said, there is a wicked man that hangeth down his head sadly, but inwardly he is full of deceit.
He's so pretty tea, boy. Or you just been shaking your head. Oh God, I'm so sorry for you.
You remember that Jacob and the asked that story and inwardly, you know, like they just try to get away.
Yeah.
Right, that Esau times 10. Esau times 10. They will say or do anything just to convince you to get it.
They like us to be stand in solidarity with these people, like when there was invading with Saddam Hussein, Iraq. We stand in solidarity with the Iraqi people to fight for the freedom and all of that. What they was doing, what freedom was fighting for? Freedom to take the shit. On plunder.
Back in the end. Yeah. Got it?
Same thing, all right.
Yeah, same thing.
Verse 2 now. Your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten. Verse 3.
You know what?
Corrupted.
Yeah, and that's the thing. See how they get it just now. Let's open up the perspective for anybody. They have literally somebody come out and do a whole thing on it. They have no good billionaire. Right? And what they mean by that is that every single, in order to become a billionaire, the things that they do, the things that they think, they have none. They have no good billionaire. The reason why they become a billionaire is because they literally agree to things that a man with a good mind wouldn't do. You understand?
Riches of by deceit.
Yeah.
They know it so, they know it function. All of the thing is the wickedness. The scripture said that in Jeremiah 22 and 13 say, who want him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness and is chambered by wrong, that useth his neighbor's service without wages and giveth him for not his work, and scripture said in Habakkuk 2:12, right? How America was built by bloodshed, by free work, free labor, all these things. By
I can't believe we're trying to destroy that history right now.
yeah.
In the schools, they're removing the history of how America was built. What it is to do to the America, how it is to do it, you know? Nonetheless, right.
Verse 3. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it with fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days.
So they keep treasures for the last day. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys would have them treasures for the last days. That's the reason why America is stuck on a bunch of things. Gold, you know, food, this, that, different stuff. If you're doing it so.
When scriptures talk about, he may guide, but it will go to the just.
So in the
Just is inherited.
Yeah.
So in the guide.
Yeah. They remember the guy and I'm there, we just gone return. You understand? All the perfect minerals, the perfect stone, all this, the gold, all these things, all the goodness for us. You know?
You know, Esau like to talk about blood diamonds and how it's such a atrocious thing to trade and to buy blood diamonds. But how much of all your money stay with the gold of our people? How much of all the food that we eat? How much of our people's blood was spilled for the sake of them enjoying these luxurious
How much of them want them blood diamond mines and
Exactly.
that had no trend.
shares in it? Yeah. And all these children sweatshops.
They don't want to talk about that. That's it. People, they don't want to talk about human rights and so forth. But there is the greatest human rights. Truth breaker of all time. But the Bible says, go. Night. When Kyrie Irving come out and say stuff about him being Israelite and so forth and so on and so forth, and call him anti-Semitic and all this other stuff. Night come out Night get rid of the shoes. Top 5 best selling shoes of all time, right? They get rid of the shoes. Somebody come up and say, Nike being an advocate for righteousness. The Nike, who literally have children and the age of 10 slaving for them. The Nike has to remove some of the posts on the thing because of the blast on now, bring up the sweatshops. All they want to be a so-called righteous advocate. All of a sudden, a man say, the Nike? No, it can't be Nike. A man say, yeah, Nike?
$3 a day in a factory.
Sometimes less, it's like cents. They pay them cents.
$3 a day is plenty, yes? Cents.
They call it child sweatshops, they call it. You understand? But they come to a man get to find out he's something different from what they're calling them on a daily basis. Right? Yeah, all of a sudden now he's an anti. You know?
Esau don't mind he knowing that you know that he evil, and you don't have no issue with that. If you, as an individual, know he's evil, you don't have a problem. As long as you don't wake up the masses to his evil. When you do that, that's when you have a problem. Because in order for you to function and maintain his grip on power, he needs the masses not to know what really taking place. That is why the government, in certain situations, will never actually tell you what is going on.
That's why you don't play with a man and his wife, a man and his money, you know, going on with bricks. And these things, they interfere with piece of paper. You don't need all that color. And there's more value than you want. We doing the like problem.
And you think about it, how long the bricks will last? Of what come after? You understand? All these things are just temporary.
You know, even men that, you know, he pushing this good, waking up the neck. You know, he wanna get rid of. Because they waking up, Jake, so you know, he's telling these Edomites, no matter what they do, there's no salvation for them. You think these men are going to spend the money to pay tithes in these churches and pay these big donations? It's better than to live their life and live it up.
Yeah.
Right? So Esau is to keep these things hidden to say, you know, it's salvation for all boys. You know, bring all the tithe and offering, all they go be saved. But there's really no salvation for them. Even them Esau own people and all too. Hey, Esau, this is when you own people and all too. But there's no repentance to them, no salvation to them. They all in these churches do the same thing. You know, but when you can Jake's waking up these men, I'm like, hey, show him sign Esau, that's spoken in me. You interfere with the paper, you interfere with the money. Right?
That's the system. The system is to give them a control. That is doctrine help communities to fear them to control the masses. The second reason is to take money from them. Remember, Esau have a system where he is always trying to give you money, and on one hand he's giving you, take back to keep you on a certain level. Even if you're telling you to take that kind of money and invest it, and it will be dependable. But if he keeps paying you to give him that money back, after you get it, he can remain rich, and you can remain poor, and you can grow.
Even a big multi-million-dollar company with a big farmer, it's a whole cure. These things don't cure. These medicines they don't cure. That is just pneumonia, you know, and the sickness still there. And they don't just feed off on the poor. Chemo when you have cancer, chemo and things, and spend a set of money, that is curing.
If you look at what he's doing, emancipation, they claim they set the slaves free. When they claim they set the slaves free, and here now, we promise, alright, we'll go get the 40 acres and a mule. The tools that Jake had was to use to plow the land, he had was surrendered. The seeds, he had was surrendered. Take out everything on commission. Down to the house, we build a little shack and everything. So fast as he make, 90-95% of what he earned had to go back to Esau. And Esau ensured that every time you plant your crops and you harvest, you will always have to pay 95%, if not the whole 100, back to me. And he keep that system from back then still happening today. But you know, we telling Jakes, hey, you just have to work a little harder, but you have to put more hours. Burn the midnight all year. You have to push it, pull up yourself by your bootstrap, them kind of nonsense. You know, to get you to produce more, for he to take more.
Like the system now. You work for a certain amount. You have to pay taxes.
Yeah.
You have to pay tax on food. Pay tax on this and that. If you make past a certain amount, you have to pay an extra tax.
That's on that.
You understand? So in the same system you're talking about, taking back as much as he gave you, you try to take it back.
Yeah, you take it back. So you might be putting double shift and triple shift. And taxman will wear that.
Yeah, boy.
And then by the scripture says, like, watching for riches, drive away sleep.
We have a tax in Trinidad called pay as you earn. Look how wicked that system is. The more money you make, you have to pay for making more money. You have to pay as you earn. Like one of the wickedest systems they set up out here. I'm going to get that from Esau.
They Job 27 verse 16. Said, though he heap up silver as the dust and prepared raiment as the clay, he may prepare, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver.
That's we are sure and deliver.
Right. So always prepared. You're gonna go to the just. Right? That's like when you go to war and you destroy and people where to do it. Take the spoils. So they're not gonna have.
Remember in the first Exodus, we spoiled Egypt. This Exodus, they want to spoil again, but on a far greater level.
This time we take the possession. Last time we take the possession, this time we take them too.
Let them, God.
They say you shall possess them, they shall take them captives.
God.
Captives.
You will. God. Yeah. And they had to be shitting bricks knowing that this prophecy will come to pass. It's not like Esau doubting or just putting up plans as contingencies in case they come to pass. He know it won't come to pass. Because every prophecy in the scriptures thus far, most of it come to pass. So remember how Esau does deal in statistics. If we have 100 prophecies in the Bible, and then we say 50 of these prophecies come to pass, and they come to pass on time as the scripture predicted. The other 50 that is discarded to come to pass at a later time. You don't think he will believe it coming to pass? Because he has evidence that the first 50 come to pass on time. So what he going to do, say, hey, I set up my thing and I'm going to see what I can do to stop it. But as the scripture says, you can't do nothing against the truth, but for the truth.
The scripture also says, you know, and a short time. So you're not ignorant. And now when you're doing all these things so quick now, before, when he saw used to do things, like for example, when he's a plan world wars on these different things, it used to take long periods of time. You realize everything more speed now. The scripture say what he say, he say come down to as a lion, right? Because he know and a short
time.
And I thought, see, there's Isaiah 27 or stuff from 1, right? It say, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. It says, sit on the ground. It said, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
They're going to be the big apple again, the great city. You know? So I think we're going to be that. You know? We're going to be in a low state, they're going to come down. All these other nations that trade with you and get rich off of you, they're gonna be balling when they see you smoke coming out there.
Yeah, they carry the people.
Oh God, why die today?
Say, take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks. You say, make there thy leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. You say, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. Yea.
So tell you that you tell Christ, who have access to let them see. And the Lord, you know, revealing your nakedness. You know, majority of the people saying that he is the devil, the Bible speaks of. They're seeing his wickedness. Even my father say, even his own people, that's why people say, even his own mother going to be ashamed of him. This is so.
You say, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance and will not meet thee as a man. Not meet thee as a man.
Remind you that the Lord, just like the man his last report, you see, the Lord come back as a man or something like that.
I think you want to become with him, or the short one, the noise.
You say that the Lord come back as a man. What kind of madness you see? You don't see no come back as a man. All the way that body wants. Now it's time for all the feel it.
When he came, because he came to be used. That's why he come in that body.
Come like a lamb. This time he coming back like the lion. Conquering lion.
As for our Redeemer, Yahweh is his name, right, the Holy One of Israel. It says, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. Remember, you talk about all the beasts and the woman and the number you could write down for the beast. You understand? She was over everybody. And that time, she would not be in.
I don't want you to skip over verse 40. No. I let me skip it. It have a nice meaning to tie into everything. This is the reason why we out on the highways and the byways teaching our people the name. Because you notice it says, as for our Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts is his name. It didn't say names. It's one name. Because when you understand the prophecy in Baruch chapter 2, in the land of their captivity, my people shall remember themselves and they shall think upon my name. Because we know in that name is who we're going to receive our salvation from. So he didn't give us names as these other false camps would tell us. It doesn't matter what name you call him, he know who you're talking to. But scripture saying something different. Scripture identify the name. Because this name is the one responsible for redeeming his people. And notice it said the Holy One of Israel. It didn't say the Holy One of everyone on the face of the earth. It didn't say the Holy One of the Edomites, or the Elamites, or the Moabites, or the Ammonites. It specifically identifies Israel. Personal pronouns, yet again throughout the scriptures, identifying that salvation is only for this people.
That's why them got the rats on them, they like to pose as me because they know that they can use that concept to their advantage to make themselves pose as us. So it was like to say I was wroth with my people and I polluted my inheritance and given them into thine hands. Right? So say thou didst show them no mercy. You see, upon the ancients thou hast very heavily laid thy yoke.
That's what we were saying in the negative 4 and 6, you know, he that brought these plagues upon you, you know, he's going to deliver us, he's going to, you know, salvation. You know, so by the hand of the Lord, you know, the Lord provide this and he's going to take you out of it.
If you can read verse 9 in the same I think it's 47. It was if you say you're going down, I'm glad.
This is 7 say, and thou sayest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. Already and truly, the Lord, people say, well, Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart. And then we see modern day Pharaohs. Lord hardened their heart so that they could do what they would do, because they had to get what they had to get. And people will say, when I go into that one heart, to go back into your mind. I even pulled up that thing last night or something. I was looking up the definition of the heart in the scriptures. It's like go back to the word mind or like your conscience. To the Lord that's already put it in their conscience to the Lord because why? Prophecy had to be fulfilled. See, this game is in therefore. Yeah,
blood. You just use it as like a metaphor to clear up your mind, clear up your conscience, that is, you know?
Because one of these things comes to you, if a person has that broken heart, one of the reactions that you get is that where your heart located is hurts you. But that is a reaction, it's not because your heart hurts you, you come true.
Is the spirit feet broken? You know, your feet broken, so it reacts negatively towards your main problem.
So if that's what we're going to do. Based on what I say, right? If that heart will pumping in nature is responsible for your thought processes and things, so then where does these various hormones come from, depending on your mood?
No, well, remember the only body build up, right? But it's all this is basically the center. Listen.
Yeah. It's essential.
Yeah, this is essential. Yeah. This is the main thing, right? That's the reason why there's always one of people who are gland in your head and so forth, because they know that this is important. But all this here, so you pump to here.
We act off of certain emotions. And when you get a heart rate or depression, it doesn't act off
That's the point. So what the broken heart definition you give. But the broken heart will start here. It starts from here first. Because when we say you have a blockage in your heart, before you actually consciously know, hey, my heart hurting me, this had to tell you they hurting me. That signal had to reach in to tell you, hey, something wrong here. Hold your chest.
But even that, every spirit, you can't activate the spirit now. True. True. That is why Esau nobody else play with that. It can affect that now. They're going to tell you, like Esau thing is like your body go over spirit. But up to this day, they did that test. I can't remember what year, but years ago, like way before my time, where a dead body and the spirit was had that paper that they say keep leaving the body. Right? But they're poor because spread disease. Right? Up to this day, they don't have an explanation for that. Why? Because they don't want to prove that that body is scary what?
So that's spread.
Like, because to them, going back to Esau, they want to be like God. They want to be able to create things when they don't have things by anyone. Control over what? Spirit. The Lord is what? The scripture says, what the Lord what? The Father, all what?
Father Spirit.
I'll pause it.
Yes.
I'll pause it because
That's all. They cannot pause because people are worshiping on the issue.